Hello and welcome to Get Into Games on Air, a podcast about board games and the people who play them. My name's Craig, and joining me, as always, is Becky.
Hello.
Hello. Today is episode 12, Desert Island Board Games. Board games that you wouldn't mind being stuck on a deserted island with. So you have entertainment. You're allowed friends at that desert island, I guess, and people to play them, that kind of thing.
Maybe you all got shipwrecked together.
Shipwrecked together. Yeah, so that's what today's episode is all about. Your desert island board games. But as always, in today's episode, we will talk about what has hit our table, or lack thereof, what has hit our table this week. Fair, we've had a few, but not as many as normal. It's been a busy. We've come back from aircon and then gone, oh, it's so busy. Too many things have happened. Then we'll talk about our board game Desert Islands. No, our Desert Island board games. I already forgot what it was called.
Board games.
And then some of you lovely folks over on the Instagram machine also have sent across some of your Desert Island board game suggestions to us. Yeah. So what has hit our table this week?
Okay. So we came back from aircon. We were pretty tired and maybe not board gamed out. I wouldn't say we were board gamed out.
No.
But we definitely had to, resume normal life quite quickly.
Yeah.
I had a lot of work.
You had a lot of meetings after work. I had work. Yeah.
Etc. So not many things hit our table this week. We did, however, play BGA with games with Beanie. So we played Go Nuts for Donuts.
I like that. I think it's really fun. We had that out at the cafe. I was actually to teach someone how to play that the other day. It's really fun.
Yeah, it's quite cool. So for anybody who doesn't know, there's about 5 donuts come out. I think it's 5.
Depends on the player count.
And you bid on which donut you would like. So if nobody votes for your donut, you get that, and it has a special power on the bottom that does something to the deck or does something to somebody else. However, if you bid for the same donut, then nobody gets it.
Yeah,
and so you're constantly trying to decide, is it worth me going for that donut? Will I stop somebody else potentially by going for that donut? Or shall I go for one I know nobody else is interested in? So it's like that battle of when to choose one.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's good.
It gives me those Sushi Go vibes in that kind of what you're collecting sets to score points, but it's more open bidding, isn't it?
It is. We played a game of Six Nymphed and Copenhagen, and then we played Starflux. So that was BGA for this week. We played some more Molehill Meadows. Now, I'm a bit addicted to this game. I really do like it. It's the new Unfringed game. Yeah,
Unfringed things are people who made Zuli are releasing very soon, in fact, Molehill Meadows, which is a flip and write game about moles.
It's very cool.
We spoke about last week. So it's really good.
But it's really easy to play, but it's quite thinky, and I like the puzzle of it.
It gives me those Next Station London, Next Station Tokyo vibes from a game. Yeah,
I can see it coming to the table like a lot.
Yeah,
it's a good one.
100%.
Then randomly we played Dungeon Academy.
Yeah, it's fun.
Which we haven't had out for ages. Essentially, you roll these 16 dice under this cardboard dojo, basically, and on the dice are either blue or red potions or blue or red monsters. Some big monsters, some little monsters. Little monsters take 1 health and big monsters take 2 healths. And you have 30 seconds to puzzle your way out of the dungeon through monsters and potions. And you have to hope that you have got enough energy to be able to defeat the monsters and get out alive. And then there's some boss monster dice and things like that.
Yeah.
We haven't played it in ages, but I did enjoy it.
It's a really fun, like, it's rarely heard of. It's like a hidden gem. It's a fun little hidden gem of a roll and write.
Roll and write?
Well, yeah, because you roll dice and then you write.
Oh, yeah. Roll and write.
That's how roll and writes work.
Fun roll and write.
Yeah, there you go. And it's by the op, so it's for in like a UK market. It's not as big or as available, it seems. But it's it's really fun, and the artwork's that chibi artwork, which is really cute and very
and you can make
cool.
You can make it easier or harder.
Yeah, because you can have 30 seconds, 45 seconds, or 1 minute.
And then each character has a
special power.
Special power.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and you get treasure cards, don't you, and stuff like that. So
it's cool. And then we played some games with the kids. So we played Cheese Thief, Pika Mouse, which is another one that kids love. You drop these objects into the house, and you have a light, and I can only see through little windows, and you have to try and. It's like a memory game.
Yeah,
you have to try and remember where things are.
The light's only on for like 30 seconds, so you have to look, and then when it goes out, you have to try and answer the questions.
And then we played Fly, which was the little chewing gum...
Paco games.
Chewing gum-sized box game that we bought at Aircon, which is also good fun. And then, the highlight of this week probably has been playing Star Wars Unlimited.
Yeah. We played a lot of Star Wars Unlimited.
We played Star Wars Unlimited, and I love Star Wars Unlimited, and the collection is all mine.
Yeah, so the game that I kind of wanted was I've been umming and ahhing about it since its like announcement. I was like, oh, is this something I really want to sink money into? I'm not a huge TCG person, was never really into Magic. We played a bit of Pokemon with the kids, was never really into those things. Lorcana, as beautiful and as stunning as the artwork was, it never really got me. And then then you throw a TCG with an IP like Star Wars, and then I go, okay, colour me interested. So then we got the starter deck, didn't we? We played that. We really liked that. Then we bought boxes and boxes and boxes and boosters and boosters and boosters.
We were kindly gifted.
We were kindly gifted a booster box. That was very nice of Asmodee. Yeah. Thank you so much, Asmodee.
But we are 13... No, 12
We're 12 cards
away from completing the base set.
So, yeah, cards 1 to 252.
Which is pretty cool. And I am in the process of trying to get as many shiny ones as possible. Because I want to have all the base ones and all the shiny ones. Because I love the shinies.
Yes.
And then my favourite, I do think, have to be the hyperspace cards.
So the hyperspace. So there's a lot of cards that evidently have a black border around them, and then you have the hyperspace cards, which are borderless ones. Unfortunately, we don't have any packs to do. What did we pull this week? So we don't have any packs to open on the pod. We did that. Yeah. So there's an Instagram live, and there's also a YouTube series up at the moment. There's one episode. There'll be a second episode up this week where we're opening booster packs in a little bit of competition, friendly competition. To see who can get the most points based on the cards that they pull. But yeah, the hyperspace shiny ones and the hyperspace cards they're just so good. They are art.
They are. They're really cool. I'm going through the folder at the minute. I'm trying to work out which is my favourite.
Bosk is very cool. Our shiny hyperspace Bosk is a beautiful card.
I think that Corellian Freighter is quite nice. The hyperspace one.
Yeah.
I like that Gladiator Star Destroyer.
Yeah.
But they're all nice.
It's a visual medium. It's visual medium of a podcast. Well, you can just hear a book flapping by the microphone.
It's shiny, it's nice. And I'm hoping to finish the collection.
Yes. So, Star Wars Unlimited, we played a lot of that recently, and it's definitely hit our table quite frequently.
Yeah,
we've got some sleeves now. We've got some play mats to make it easier so the cards don't get stuck to the table and all that good stuff. Yeah, so more and more we're going to build some decks. Now we've got a billion gazillion cards. Yeah, which is nice. And speaking of board games, that being one,
Yeah.
if you wanted to try any board games before you buy any board games, have you ever heard of a company called Rent, Shuffle and Roll?
Yes, I have. Every week we talk about this. It's good, isn't it?
Yeah, I've just heard about them. Just now. I've just heard about them. And
why only just now?
Because I've heard that they sponsor this podcast.
They do.
rentshuffleandroll.co.uk. You can go there. They're a monthly board game subscription service. You can get all your favourite games to try. Well, not necessarily. You don't even know they're your favourite games. Hidden gems that you don't know about.
Become your favourite.
Absolutely. You can try before you do the buy. And if you want to buy, you can buy it from them too. That's amazing.
Can you buy it from them?
You can buy it from them.
Can you?
Yeah, so head over to www.rentshuffleandroll.co.uk and use the code GITG50. That is GITG50 to get 50% off your first month with Rent, Shuffle and Roll. Renting, shuffling, rolling, board games.
Nice.
Thanks for sponsoring us on this podcast. Thank you. I'm sure they're so proud of us. Hello, everyone. We're talking about our desert island board games. Board games, we're stuck on a desert island. And we only have these board games to keep us entertained with our friends who have been caught in a shipwreck in the stormy, stormy weather. Now, how do you want to do this?
I want to take it in turns.
Okay. One each?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Who do you want to start?
You.
All right. Good. Okay. My pick that I would like to have on a desert island. We're going to imagine it's always warm and we don't necessarily need to worry about the rain. But my first choice would be the Lost Ruins of Arnak.
Ooh.
Because I feel that is a game that is worth having on a deserted island, a game of exploration, a game of worker placement, and obviously we'd take our fully pimped up version from Tinkertown Games, so we've got our nice shiny coins and our nice shiny compasses. I really enjoy Lost Ruins of Arnak, and hopefully by having the physical version on a deserted island, I will be able to win a game in physical version, because I can't obviously use access to the internet because I won't be able to use BGA. That's what I hope. There you go. Your turn.
Okay. But you have won some.
I have won some. Yes, but I would win more because we have to, because we're stuck on a deserted island.
Okay. Fair enough. My first game is going to be... I'm trying to think where to start.
From the beginning.
Yeah, but there's going to be an order. Okay. Talking about games that we can win, I have decided to bring Boop with me.
Okay.
I don't really mind whether it's Boop or Boop. But I've decided that I would take this to the desert island and hope I get shipwrecked with it, because then I can try and beat you.
Fair enough.
Because I never win Boop. I don't. I always think I have a strategy, and then you come in at the last minute and go, nope.
I know, I go Boop.
So I feel like if I was trapped on a desert island for a good amount of time, I might just manage it.
Fair enough. It's good. It's a great game. My second choice would be not receiving an email mid-podcast. My second choice would be King of Tokyo.
Ooh.
I like King of Tokyo, and because we've got so many monsters, would mean we have loads of different choices to make, loads of different big battles we could have. We could do tournaments, we could do all sorts. And we've got loads of all the modules and all, because we got the big box, the monster box. So we've got all the expansions and stuff like that. So it would be definitely a very cool game to be able to play loads of different ways, and really, explore the King of Tokyo. It'd be fun.
Nice. My next game that I would hope to be shipwrecked with, I feel like if I'd just been shipwrecked on a desert island, I'd be pretty stressed.
Yes.
I'd be pretty nervous about what the future looked like,
Mm.
and I need a calming game to keep me, chill.
Yeah.
And also, this one reminds me of maybe things that, like places, maybe not because it's American places, but maybe similar to sort of places that I would recognize from home if I was shipwrecked.
Mm-hmm.
So that is going to be parks. So I think that this would be a nice chill game. So when I'm getting really stressed and het up because there's nobody's coming to save me,
Yeah.
I feel like I could pull this out and have a nice calming game. I would look at the pictures of the American national parks,
Mm-hmm.
and it would remind me of all the lovely places in the world, and maybe then I wouldn't be quite so stressed about being shipwrecked on an island.
Yeah, that's it. You get that nice, relaxing kind of worker placement. Someone's gone in the space, you can't go there. Then someone else goes in the next space that you want to, and you can't go there either. And then you have to go over, then you have to extinguish your fire, but then you've extinguished your fire, so then you definitely can't go to a place that someone else is on. That's really relaxing.
I don't find it as
That's
stressful
so calming.
as you do.
That is the most calming
I do
experience
not find it as stressful as
I've
you do.
ever had.
I think it's a nice chill
board
game, a cozy game. Oh,
nice.
I think it is, and it's beautiful. And so, if I was shipwrecked on maybe it's not a paradise beach that we're shipwrecked on, this would remind me of the beauty in the world.
The beauty in the world. Tale as old as time. Song as rolled, old as rhyme. Rick rolled as rhyme. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna turn down and desert you
What
on
else
an
are you
island.
taking?
Star Wars Unlimited.
Ooh.
I'm gonna take all the cards.
Now,
all of them.
Wouldn't you be a bit worried that they would get wet on the ship?
On the ship. We're not on the ship, we're on the land.
Yeah, but how did you get to the land?
By the ship. All the cards. Well, every game is made of cardboard, so that's for everything.
Oh.
But so then we can make unlimited amounts of decks. We can do that. There's so much you can do with that game because because we've got all these cards and we can make it like different decks with different leaders. But
we would never finish the collection if we were shipwrecked on an island.
Well, I think that would be our least of our worries if we were shipwrecked on a deserted island. I don't think I'd go, oh, bugger me, I can't buy a booster pack. Where's the nearest shop? Because otherwise it wouldn't really be, no. But yeah, I'd get some Star Wars Unlimited cards. I would make some decks. We'd be able to play. If we were with more people, lots of people, we could all have our own decks. We could all play different games. We could tournament it. It's just, it's limitless.
Keeps you busy.
We keep them sleeved. Then you wouldn't have any sand.
Literally unlimited.
Wouldn't get sand in my bits.
I still think the water's an issue, but
Okay, show me your next cardboard game that you're going to choose.
She says, lifting the cardboard lid off of the box.
Yeah, exactly.
My next game is more a puzzle. It's to keep my brain active while I'm on the beach or wherever I am. Yeah, it's a beach, isn't it? Because, you've got to keep your wits about you. You never know what's around you. You've got to keep sharp and witty. And I would take this game because it has lots of different puzzles in it. And it would keep the brain and the old marbles ticking over.
It would.
This game is Turing Machine.
Yes.
And
I've heard that this game is the bomb. Because
I get it. It's a reference.
It's fun. It's funny, right?
You have to know. If you know, you know. Then it's funny.
Yeah.
If you don't know, you don't know.
You don't. Yes.
But yeah, so I would take this as a little puzzle for us to do to keep our brains whirring over.
Yeah.
And I feel like we could do all the puzzles and it would take us quite a long time. So if we were shipwrecked there for a long time, I would be just fine.
Yeah, Turing Machine is really cool. Turing Machine is a analog punch card computer game, isn't it? You have to work out a secret code based on a
Logic.
certain like questions and certain things, like the number has to be greater than 1 or those sort of things. Yeah, it's really cool. It's a really good game. And
it says is fast, demanding, and intense.
Over 7 million puzzles to be solved on the app.
Oh, wow.
So we can't have the app, but we've got puzzles in the box. So
maybe we downloaded them before we went and they're in our pocket.
Smart.
So we can pull them out.
Good work.
But yes, it's cool and you can play it by yourself. So if I was the only survivor, this would also work. The others, well, you can play Parks one player.
Yeah.
Boop would not work, but
you could
this
boop
one
yourself,
would
couldn't
be.
you?
This one would work solo.
You can boop yourself.
All is good.
Sounds like a euphemism.
Turing Machine.
Turing Machine. My next one is just a reminder of home, really.
We don't have a game called.
It's a game. We do. It's a game of passive-aggressive cohabitation, and that is Decorum. So something a bit campaigny, something about having decorating your house. Decorum is a cooperative game with limited communication, where you are trying to decorate a house. You can play it a 2-player, or you can play it a 4-player or 3-player, and there are different objectives. Everyone has a different objective that you want to meet, and you have to sort of say what you want in those rooms. So you might put a red lamp in a room, and then your partner who's playing, or the person you're playing against, will say, "I hate that. That's really horrible." So then you know that their objective means that you can't have a red lamp in that room or a specific type of lamp in that room, and then you have to change it all around. It's really clever how it works. Loads of puzzles in the box. Really cool game. Really enjoy it. And Decorum is super smashing fun time.
I'm not sure. Like, if people are already agitated that they've been shipwrecked, I'm not sure whether they're going to be any better playing the passive-aggressive cohabitation game.
I think they will be fun. They'll love it.
Fair enough. My 4th game, I'm taking for a very practical reason.
Okay.
I would make sure, first and foremost, that I had all the expansions.
Yep.
Possible. Mm-hmm. I'd probably wait to get shipwrecked until I know they've done all of the continents.
South America.
All of the continents.
Okay.
And then I would take Wingspan, because then I can actually, not to play the game, fine, but also I could spot birds and maybe work out where I was. So there's a really practical reason there.
Oh, I like it.
As well.
Yeah, because that's good, because birds don't ever leave one continent and go to another continent during different seasons,
I can
do they?
sort of spot.
We
can see if they're coming in or going out.
Commonly, birds do not migrate.
No, but I can. It might give us a clue as to where we'd ended up.
Oh wow, we've got pigeons.
And then I can, when we finally get saved, I can thank Jamie Stegmaier for the clues that led to
Elizabeth Hargrave. You saved our lives.
Yeah.
With your thank you, Beth, for drawing such beautiful pictures of birds and illustrating that collared dove that I know that's just flown over the desert island that we're stuck on.
Yeah. So I think there's a very practical reason to take Wingspan.
Yep.
Because you can use it as an encyclopedia.
Oh, and it's a fun game too.
It's a fun game.
It's a fun game.
But it may also save our lives.
Yes, and my last choice is a game that is in the puzzly vein that you have talked about with the Turing Machine, and that is Tiwanaku.
Oh.
Just for a bit of it can be played solo.
Like that game, though.
I don't mind it. Something to keep our brains active. It's quite fun. It's quite puzzly. Lots of people can play. It plays at lots of different player counts, so depending on how many people we've eaten at the time. So when there's still four people left, we can play. Then once we've eaten a couple, because we haven't been rescued yet. We can
Hooray!
play it at 2 and then fight for it if we have to be playing solo. It's life. So yeah, Tiwanaku is definitely a fun little game where you're Sudoku the board game, and I do enjoy it. I think I've called on it from that UKGE that was when it was the hotness of UKG, but I've definitely called on it. But I think it's still a lot of fun.
Okay, so my last game that I would like to be shipwrecked on an island with is a game that
Being shipwrecked on an island.
No, that for all intents and purposes will not see the light of day unless I am shipwrecked on an island. And I feel like, if I've got nothing better to do and I've got a spare 20 hours, I might just be able to play it. And also, maybe, I don't know, there's maps, there's charts in there. Maybe we actually got shipwrecked on one of the islands from the game. Who knows? And then maybe the book actually has some reference to something we will have to encounter to get off the island.
Like a minotaur, like a big minotaur.
Oh, imagine if there was like an escape room where it was actually like the escape room and you got shipwrecked on an island and then you had to escape by playing the board. Oh.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, so I am getting shipwrecked on an island. Sounds like a holiday, really. Maybe we just need a holiday.
Maybe we have a holiday.
I am getting shipwrecked on an island and I'm playing Sleeping Gods for 20 hours straight before I make a shelter or do anything else. That's what I'm doing. I'm getting it out. I'm playing it.
Yeah, and then you can play again for another 20 hours. So and explore different things. It's endless. So yeah, it's actually probably the best game to be stuck on a
Although I've just looked at the box
with.
art.
Yeah.
And there's a boat.
Yeah.
And obviously an island.
Yeah.
One akin to one that we would be stuck on.
Yeah.
And the bottom half of the box is this terrible monster from the deep. I'm not sure that is going to be enticing me to play the game.
He's just a big cuddle monster. He just wants some love. That's all he wants.
I think he wants to eat that boat.
Yum, 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 yum. Delicious.
So yeah, so that was my 5. Sleeping Gods, Wingspan, Turing Machine, Boop, and Parks.
Yes, and my 5 were Lost Ruins of Arnak, Star Wars Unlimited, King of Tokyo, Decorum, and Tiwanaku. So quite a range of games, some abstract, some puzzly stuff, bit of worker placement, bit of card drafting.
I feel though I might know why the ship sunk.
Yeah, too many games.
Well,
Sleeping Gods is too heavy.
The box of Sleeping Gods. Like, if we'd have turfed that out into the sea, we might have stood a chance at not being shipwrecked. Yeah. But, I think there
are probably some other games that we may or may not have put on a list, but I think there were some obvious answers that we would normally say.
Well, I went down the route of,
but we always say that.
Should I put Viticulture on
there?
Because that's my favourite game.
Let's take Blood and the Clock Tower to the deserted island that we're stuck on. Well, actually, that would work.
But I went for more games that were going to do something for me if I was shipwrecked.
Yes. And we could eat some of them.
And then I did toy with the idea of putting sea salt on paper just because then if I had some spare paper, I could make the things.
Yeah, origami it up.
That are represented on the sea salt and paper cards.
Stomp the Plank could have been fun because we could have pretended that we were not shipwrecked and we were elephant people. But that would be a joyous thing. I love to be an elephant person. Okay. Yeah. Well, so that's our mixes. Mixes of lists. That's the word. But you were all kind enough to send some of your own suggestions of what you would like to be trapped on. So, what do you think of these? Let me know.
Right, okay.
So, we had Games with Beanie suggest Shifting Stones, Kites, the Everdell Big Box. That's no wonder this boat sank.
Wow.
Mlem, and Boop.
Okay, let me think. So, Shifting Stones, fine. Kites, I'm not sure that's, if we're trying to bring the team together because the ship's sunk, I'm not sure fighting over kites in the air is going to cut it.
But it's relaxing.
It's not relaxing at all, is it? The Everdale big box, I'm not sure you're
You could
taking
put
that
the
on a
whole
boat
thing. You could have the whole thing, every expansion out.
and lose it in the quicksand.
But that's fine. You could lose everything in quicksand.
Yeah, that probably is why the boat sank, to be honest.
Yeah. Okay, then we had Han Plays Games. She has suggested Raiders of the North Sea, Pandemic with the On the Brink expansion, Quacks of Quedlingberg, Tiny Towns, and Love Letter.
Okay.
I wouldn't mind being stuck on that desert island.
Yeah,
I think there's some solid games. I think if we're going to be
Raiders of the North Sea is like taking a map with you.
yeah, and we could raid and pillage.
That'd be useful.
And yeah,
it might teach us how we could go about conducting ourselves on the island.
So yeah, this is good. This is like Raiders of the North Sea. So you've got a bit of that. That's worker placement. It's called Pandemic Cooperative. Also with On the Brink, you've got the Hidden Role expansion with the bioterrorist.
Is that the one with the hidden role?
Yeah. I think so. You got, I don't know. You've got Quacks of Quedlinburg, which is good. Bag Builder, Tiny Towns, Puzzler, Love Letter, Social Deduction.
Yeah, it's very
it's a good.
eclectic.
I like that. Well done, Han Plays Games. Congratulations, you've won a prize. The prize is being mailed to you as we speak.
It's called Fresh Air.
It's called Fresh Air. Congratulations for your fresh air. Well done. A Tale of Two Meeples. They have chosen Castles of Burgundy.
Oh,
I don't think they've made, maybe not the big box, because again, that would be the reason the boat sank. Machikoro Bonanza, Creature Comforts, and Marrying Mr. Darcy.
Ooh, some new ones there.
I've not heard of. Well, I don't know what Marrying Mr. Darcy is.
If I'm going to be stuck on a desert island,
and
someone's going to bring some new games,
learning new games.
Good,
that I like that.
That'll keep me busy for all of about 3 hours.
Yes, we have Mr. D Chips from Down Road. Down Road has suggested Stardew Valley. Project L.
Why do you say it's Stardew?
Stardew Valley.
No, Stardew.
Stardew Valley. Project L, Azul, Everdell, and Muffin Time.
Oh, I've seen Muffin Time.
Muffin Time's quite fun. It looks fun. Everdell's just great, as always. Azul, good little puzzler. Project L, fantastic little puzzler. Stardew Valley, cooperative.
Mm-hmm. You know what I also thought as I was thinking through my list?
Yeah.
Is maybe, so I was going to take things like Flamecraft because I wondered if I could convince the locals that the money was real and then trade it for something else.
I think it's a deserted island. Deserted means there's no one there.
No, it doesn't, does it? It means you think you're the only person there and then there's some kind of scary tribe that come and
eat you.
No, not eat. Why are you obsessed with the people?
Because if there's a scary tribe, they're gonna eat you.
Anyway, well, if we do fashion a boat, and then we like make it somewhere, we're gonna need some money to trade so we can get home.
That's it, and that's why.
So if you take Flamecraft or Scythe or Viticulture or something like that with metal coins, you can potentially trade. See, method.
I like it. Okay, Knee Lap Zero. Sorry if that's wrong, has chosen Hansa Teutonica, Food Chain Magnet. Yeah.
Not magnet. It's not magnet.
Yeah, just in case the food chain gets stuck together because they're all metal chains. Spirit Island.
Right, nobody understands what you're saying.
Spirit Island.
Ah.
They do understand. They know words. John Company and Impulse. I don't know what Impulse is. John Company I've heard of. Spirit Island is a game that some people love.
Is that Magnet game?
Magnet? Or Magnate? Cluster.
Food Chain Magnate. Is that the Triple X game? No.
Triple X? You mean 4X? She means 4X. She doesn't mean it's a porno. Is that a porno? Oh, food chain. Yeah, food chain magnet.
Is it a 4X game?
That lovely porno.
Is it a 4X game?
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't think so. I think it's just a game.
Maybe I'm thinking of something else.
And Meeple Squad has chosen Root. That was very close to being on my list. Love a bit of Root. because everyone can learn different roles and you could swap around, be different asymmetrical characters.
Yeah.
Arkham Horror. And interestingly, Marvel Champions as well, which fundamentally is it Arkham Horror the TCG? Because if it is Arkham Horror the TCG, Marvel Champions is also the same game. But interesting, but yeah, fine. Gloomhaven, great choice.
I imagine they're taking Gloomhaven for the exact reason that I'm taking Sleeping God.
Because it sunk the boat.
No, because it's the only chance they'll have to actually play it.
Scythe, just to keep them busy. Yeah, so that keep them busy. Keep them, good.
Maybe take the Scythe, the Rise of Fenris, then you've got even more ways to play.
Chelsea from Board Games After Chelsea from Board Games After Dark has said that she would take the big box of Everdell and all its expansions.
Who is going on boat journeys with a big box of Everdell?
Well, that's what's happening. We're just sinking ships. Because it would kill a lot of time. Cascadia, because it's a comfort game. Viticulture, because she could dream about wine. Next Station London. And Quacks of Quedlinburg.
That's very popular, isn't it, in the old desert island?
A bit of Quacks.
Quacks, yeah. I suppose there's quite a lot of replayability with the different things.
Yeah, you can flip the board and stuff, and if you've got the big box,
flip the board in Quacks of Quedlinburg.
There's the other side. It's module, and you've got the expansions as well. If you've got the mega box, yeah, exactly.
Nice.
We also got Camping Meeple, who has said Can't Stop, Carcassonne, Cascadia, and then he doesn't do any more C's, and that's quite disappointing for alliteration. So Can't Stop, Carcassonne, Cascadia, Earth and Wingspan.
Oh yes,
he's agreed with you.
Yeah, so that he's taking it to spot the birds as well.
He's going to spot the birds. Earth, because he can work out exactly what type of Earth-based situation where he is, and he's got Wingspan for birds, so he can see the flora and the fauna.
I'm not sure that's what Earth does, but okay.
What do you mean? You can look at the flora and the fauna.
Oh, the flora and the fauna.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know much about it.
Okay. We have Old Meeple. They have decided that they would take Moonrakers, Survive, which I think is Survive Escape Atlantis, which
I did toy with
sense.
that, but then I thought that's too close to home if you're shipwrecked.
Viticulture, Clask, with Wilson's face painted on the ball.
Nice.
Great choice. And Fireball Island.
Oh, yes.
Yes, lovely.
Fireball Island.
Great work there.
That is good.
I would say that's it.
Brilliant.
I'll just quickly double check. I'll check this live on the Podo cast. See if there's anyone else made any late in the day suggestions. So yeah, there were some great little choices. I think we'd all survive on a desert island with each other like that, wouldn't we?
Just board games. Nothing to eat.
Don't need to
nothing
eat.
to drink.
You just eat the cupboard.
No shelter.
Nope.
It will be like living under the box. Well, sleeping.
Well, if enough people have bought Everdell, we can make a mansion.
Get in there.
We could probably get a pool. We could use one of the lids as a pool or something. It'd be great. So that's our podcast this week. Thank you so much for listening. Please leave your likes and your reviews, a 5-star review. That would be amazing. Please tell your friends about the podcast. Share on all of your social medias that you're listening to us. It's really cool when we see that people are sharing and listening to the podcast back. We appreciate it muchly. Make sure you're following us all on all of our social media accounts, whether it be X, whether it be the Tickin and the Tockin, whether it be the Instagrams, mostly the Instagrams, whether it be the YouTube. Check out our YouTube channel with our Star Wars Unlimited unboxing competitions as well. And that's everything from us. Remember to check out Rent, Shuffle and Roll using the code GITG50 to get 50% off your first month. That does help the podcast as well. It gives us a little bit of a kickback and keeps the lights on in the podcast studio. aka
Doesn't keep the internet on.
the
though,
kitchen. The internet, not so much. The internet has cut out during this recording, and we had to record it again, some of it. But you don't need to know that information. Anyway,
which we just told you.
have a lovely day, evening, week, whatever you're doing. We'll see you this time next week on the same bat time, the same bat channel. And remember to have a cup of tea, because cups of tea are very good to keep tum-tum warm and keep your brain active.
And remember to turn off the
email
sound
notifications, because they'll keep coming through.
And remember not to get shipwrecked.
Don't get shipwrecked, because otherwise, especially if you haven't brought your Everdell Big Box along with you.
Yeah.
And remember to buy Star Wars Unlimited. And remember, if you need to swap or trade, I can give you the exact cards that I need, or we need, so you can just send me them, or we can swap them, or we can do good things. Hit me up. Call me now. The phone lines are open. And remember to get into games.